This is my 20th day of using the Google Pixel 7 and I will walk you through a day in the life with this phone. Today I'm going to be covering a little bit about Android and iPhone reactions on text messages. So on day 20, I woke up at 8:46 a.m. which is super late for me. Basically rolled out of bed, brushed my teeth, and straight to my desk to work from home. If you watch my other videos, I tend to wake up a little bit earlier so I go on my morning walk. Was super tired today, so here I am. Been awake for a little bit over an hour. Have not left the house yet today. Currently, phone dropped by 7%. Been awake for a little over 2 hours. Phone is already at 84%. This is kind of surprising. I did not even leave the house yet. Barely even touched my phone. Haven't been in any meetings where I'm recording them using my transcription app. Still dropping like 8% an hour. For lunch we had some pasta and shrimp. Didn't get to walk in the morning, so I decided to take a stroll after lunch. Here's me using my favorite Google recording app for another meeting. And here's me experimenting with reactions on text messages. So a while back, Apple started reactions on their iMessage. And if you are in a group text with Android and iPhone users, when an iPhone user reacts to something, you basically see their name and they reacted to something, basically all written out in text form, which looks really weird and ugly. Luckily, those days are gone with the Google Pixel 7. You can now see Apple users whenever they react to something, even in a group chat. This is thanks to Google leaning in heavy on RCS for messaging. The old ancient ways that is somehow still lingering is SMS, and SMS is just a terrible way to send messages. That technology was built back in the days when you were using flip phone, T9, texting on those tiny phones. They were really meant just for sending for quick short messages. Over time it did improve a little bit to allow you to send longer messages, but overall it's still a terrible technology, which is why Apple started iMessages, and there are so many other messaging platforms out there. But nonetheless, we are still in this weird reaction dilemma because Apple refused to integrate with RCS. Ironically, now they are the one getting the weird reaction messages because we can see their reaction and we can also react to the text. I know all this can be avoided if we just switch to a unified platform like WhatsApp, but it's impossible to convince half of the US population to switch, so we're kind of where we are at this point. We'll see what Apple does next, but at least for now, I can see all the reaction just fine, and then they get to see my weird reaction since Apple don't want to integrate. Kind of a little funny back and forth thing that I wanted to point out. So after work, almost 6 hours of being awake, currently at 50%. Finally off work, 5:30, phone is at 38%. Barely moved or used it today, so here we are, looking good. No heavy camera usage in the morning. This rate should last me to bedtime. Went grocery shopping. Here's me strolling around Aldi. After that, drove home. Here is a video footage of my dash cam. It is super dark outside, but it's still better than nothing. When I got back home, someone in a comment asked me about internet speed on the Google Pixel 7. So I did a speed test for my Wi-Fi and I'm getting close to 500 megabytes per second, which is exactly what I paid for. I feel like most of the time with home internet in the US, you always get less than what you pay for. But in this case, pretty happy with my Wi-Fi speed. And on 5G, I'm getting half the speed at 200 megabytes per second. Once again, 5G is not that widely available. Maybe if I'm in the city or sitting right next to a 5G tower, I can get some crazy speed that they advertise. But I'm not doing anything crazy on a day-to-day basis. I'm not streaming 4K videos or downloading like 200 gigs file or anything that would require that much speed. YouTube streaming, music, podcasts, that's pretty much all I do on a day-to-day basis. And those are not very intensive. So for dinner today, we got some pizza, some sausage, pepperoni, veggies, a bunch of stuff going on in here. There's only half a pie left because I was starving and ate the other half before I remembered to take a picture. At 8 o'clock, my phone was at 4%. Decided to play some random zombie games for the last few minutes before the phone died. I say it died around 8:10, 8:15 or something. So a little bit over 11 hours of battery life on a weekday, even though I woke up late for work and not doing my usual vlogging or even using the camera much. It didn't seem to have that much of an impact in terms of battery life. So after the phone died, I decided to do a charging speed test with my laptop charger. This is a 65 watt charging brick. The phone is smart enough to cap the charging speed. I believe the Pixel 7 is capable of charging up to 30 watt, but for some reason when I use this charger, I think it's probably fast charging at like 15 or 20 watt. Currently at 91%. Been charging for like an hour and 15 minutes. Not bad, not bad. Been charging for an hour and a half. Currently at 96%, close enough. Hour 45 minutes, finally at 100%, almost 2 hours to charge. Well, there you have it. This is day 20 in the life of the Pixel 7. Still got a little bit over 11 hours of battery life. Even though I woke up late, didn't really use the camera a lot today. Only snap a few quick pictures of my lunch and dinner that you saw in this video. But nothing too drastically different from a normal day in terms of battery life. Thanks for making it this far in the video. Let me know if there is anything else you want me to cover. Please check out day 19 to see me turning off 5G and how that would impact battery life if you haven't already. Remember to like and subscribe, and see you guys in the next video.